I could never escape the curse of Alora. It was far better for my own well-being to just let them be. His use of her name whilst inside of me as she lays in a coma is enough proof that I will never be able to replace her in his heart. When he woke up, I pretended to be asleep. I couldn't look him in the eyes. When I finally went downstairs, I hoped he would have left, returned to the Alpha house for breakfast. But my heart feels strained as I smell his scent in the kitchen. I sigh internally at the realization that he has stayed. He plates up some breakfast food on the table. It didn't matter what he made. I know I haven't got the stomach to eat this morning. Usually I can enjoy my food peacefully knowing I am alone, but I can't eat. Thanks to him, I now feel awkward in my own house. He keeps looking at me, yet I can't look at him. I can sense his regret, that he wants to apologize, but I can't hear it. Not right now. Kaya. His voice calls out my name. My ears hearing it as if he were miles away, not sitting across the table from me. I didn't even realize I was lost in deep thought. I finally look up at him as he places his cutlery on the table, his plate just as full as mine, also untouched. The constant rubbing of his forehead informs me that he has a heavy hangover and is feeling remorse. He starts to speak, his mouth open but his lips unable to form any words. I continue to look up at him, to see him in a distressed way when the door slams open, with Zane rushing in, closely followed by Freya. Zane, now's not a good time. He growls lowly at the intrusion of his beta Dan intrusion into my home, something that was also starting to feel as if it were being taken away from me. Apologies, Alpha, but the pack doctor has news. You won't believe it, but Alora is showing signs of waking up. What? Than's eyes are wide as he jumps to his feet, sprinting away as he hastily tries to leave my house. He doesn't even look back at me as he runs to the front door, followed by Zane. Their frantic departure leaves an unsettled feeling within me, my wolf trying to voice her concern. What will you do if she really wakes up? Freya quietly asks me as she picks up Than's plate and takes it into the kitchen. What can I do? I shrug helplessly as I push the plate aside. All appetite has completely left me now that I slowly stand up and willingly return to my room, to be alone. My mind needed an outlet, it needed normality. To complete a task I had some level of control over. Turning on my laptop, I notice that I have received an email. Opening the email, it informs me that there was still no progress on the investigation into Father. The email reads that there is a possibility that he might have been sighted at the Dark Phantom Pack. I haven't seen Father since I was 16. Not since our pack was attacked and he ordered my immediate departure. Closing the laptop, I look down at my wrist. I only now notice Than's finger mark still evident from last night. Nausea overwhelms me and I rush into the bathroom and vomit into the toilet. Needing to clean myself, I manage to step into the shower, my lower core still sore from last night, from his overzealous actions. I wanted to wash him off me. His seed had overspilled and dried on my upper thighs. That I turn off the water and reach for a towel. As I dry myself off in front of the long mirror, I'm shocked to see the marks and bruises all over my body. The most prominent on my neck and hips. How had I not noticed already? I'm littered with both physical and mental scars of what he has done to me. I must spend the next hour sitting at the edge of the bed, staring at myself in the mirror. Freya's words recalling in my mind. What will you do if she really wakes up? What will I do if she wakes up? If she never wakes up, will I be able to survive like this forever? Perhaps seeing her will help me to decide. Perhaps seeing her will answer some questions that I feel as if seeing her will shed some light on my confusion. I need to see her. That evening, I couldn't stop my curiosity getting the better of me. That I know I shouldn't go, I should stay in my home, lock the doors and keep myself to myself. But I couldn't help it, my intrigue was too strong. Against my better judgment, I left my house and sneaked through the pack, everyone fast asleep. The pack at its quietest. I dressed to disguise myself. I didn't need to bother with my hoodie. Not one person stopped me or even recognized me when I reached the hospital. Some Luna I was I followed my wolf's intuition. Surely a person in a coma would be in the intensive care unit? I don't even know what she looks like. All I have to go by is the name Alora. Keeping my face hidden as much as I can, I locate the patient board to find her assigned to room B5. It takes me a few moments to build up the courage to enter her room. Was I being disrespectful? Visiting someone who was in a coma? No, he's betrayed me by choosing her over our mate bond. Denying my place as Luna because of her. I shouldn't be here, this was wrong. But I can't seem to control my own behavior. I nervously push the door open, my eyes darting immediately to the girl on the bed attached to a ventilator for breathing. This was the person that has captured my mate's heart so deeply that I never stood a chance? This was my competition? A girl that can't even breathe by herself. This is who he has been holding back on me for, on our mate bond. I slowly walk up to her, my hand already stretched out. My heartbeat becoming faster and faster until I get a closer look at the still body lying on the hospital bed. That I take one last look at her before As my eyes gaze upon her, my body freezes like a statue before my eyes have a chance to catch up. She looks exactly like me. My heart continues to race and my head starts to rush, a dizzy spell threatening to take over me. Is that why I am here? Why I am in this pack? Does I look like her? Kaya Povsh's my double, identical to me. Her skin isn't as olive-toned as mine, she's paler from having been away from the sunlight, from being stuck in this hospital bed. But there's no doubt that she is my double. My mind can't seem to process what my eyes are seeing. How is this even possible? I walk to the end of the bed, picking up her medical record to see what the hell happened to her. Then never speaks of her. Apparently never letting anyone get close enough to visit her. Reading the report, it says she consumed wolfsbane. Wolfsbane? What would have possessed her to do that? Wolfsbane isn't something you drink accidentally. It's a controlled substance, it's incredibly hard to get hold of. It's meant to be excruciatingly painful to consume. An unbearable pain. I didn't dare to stay here any longer. I mechanically put the medical record back and walked out of her room. Off the entire hospital ward. I'm not even sure how I got back home. I must have gone into robot mode, my mind taking over as my body remained in a level of shock. I just feel like my legs are shaking all the time, only just keeping it together until I am alone in my own house. Once I close the front door, my mind and body finally reconnect, and I have to hold onto the wall for support. My legs finally give way as I slowly fall against the wall onto the floor. My legs tuck into my chest, calling out for my arms to embrace them, which I do. I provide myself the only support I'll ever get. I just sit on the floor trying to work on calming my breathing down. Why? Did Alora and I look so similar? She was skinny from being on life support, her face sunken, but there was no mistaking our similarities. More than similarities, our mirror image. Wait. He approached me at college, made a point of introducing himself to me. Is that why? Because I look like her. Did he even feel the humming of our bond, the gravitational pull? Or did he only come up to me because I resembled his comatose beloved? I was an Alora substitute. I haven't moved all night, my back sore from having sat all night in the same position against the hard wall. What was I really doing here? This question has been plaguing me all night. That's when I heard him. It must be the break of dawn for him to be outside on his way to training. Anger takes over me, my wolf using my bereaved state. Because I was in bereavement for a mate bond that will never be. For being tricked for too long. I saw her. I call out to him as I open my front door. He turns to face me before ushering his beta, Zane, to continue without him. Saw who? He walks closer to my house but doesn't enter. I don't think I want him in here now anyhow. Alora. His eyes that weren't particularly interested in talking to me, now dart immediately to mine. You have. He takes a step closer to me, his arm now raised and leaning against the top of my porch. Is that the only reason you spoke to me that day at college, because I look like her? Yes. He answers too quick, too cold-hearted. Does the mate bond mean nothing to you? I start to shake, my own words sounding higher than I anticipated. How could you? I whisper out. Well, now you know, there is nothing to hide. He starts to back away, not even trying to fight for me once. Not even an apology, resulting in my anger boiling over. You're a fucking dickhead, I fucking hate you. Don't come anywhere near me or my house again. I scream out at him, slamming the door, unable to look at him any longer. 2 months later, I haven't seen Than once in the last 2 weeks. Not once. Rumor has it that he's been by Alora's bedside every day and night. Freya also informed me that the signs of her reawakening are becoming more and more evident, that I've increasingly been feeling more uncomfortable in my own skin. And with them being constantly at the hospital, it has afforded me a chance to secretly buy a pregnancy test. I've not had a chance to look at it yet. I've been standing here for 20 minutes unable to pick it up from the sink. What if I am? What will that mean for this sick, weird love triangle I'm finding myself in? Come on, Kaya, we can figure it out together. Just look at it. My wolf encourages me to find the strength to check the result. With her companionship and support, I find the courage to look at the results. 2 lines? I gasp, my free hand clasping at my mouth. 2 lines? That's good, right? Means a negative. My wolf's voice sounds in my head. No, 2 lines is.